Hi there. This is another video of me solving random liquid problem. Let's begin. Summary ranges. So we are given a sorted unique integer right now. It is sorted, right? It is unique, so this is very important here. Um, okay, a range A and B is the set of all integer from A to B inclusive, right? So if it is 1 to 4, then you need to have 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? We cannot have like a gap like 1, 2, and 4. If we have 1, 2, and 4, then the rank would be 1 to 2 and then 4. Return the smallest sorted list of ranges that cover all numbers in the array exactly. So that is each element nums is covered by exactly one of the ranges. And there is no integer x, such as x is one of the range, but not in num, right? Um, each rank A and B in the list should be output as A to B, right? If A is not equal to B, and A if A equal to B, okay? So this is our array, right? We can have our range array, right? So we can iterate through each number, right? If it is, so we're gonna look at the last element in the range array. It is will be our output or our result, right? So if I is equal to 0, right, which means it is the first element, we're just gonna uh, add it here, right? So we check the next element. If the current number is equal to the previous number, right, plus 1, right? If 1 is equal to the previous number, which is 0 plus 1, in that case, we want to push 1 into here, right? The 1, right? So um, before we want to push 1 into this range, this interval, we need to check the length of the last range, right? Which means that we might already have a range here, we might not, we don't know, right? So we need to check if it's only having the start, right? It's only having a length of 1, which is only the start interval. So we can push the 1 into this subarray, right? Move on. So 2, right? Because 2 is equal to the previous number plus 1, right? 2 is equal to 1 plus 1. So we check, right, the last element, the last range, right? And we check the length of the last range, which is the length of the subarray, okay? So because it is length 2, which means we know that it's already have the last element, that any interval here, right? So we can just go ahead and replace um, the subarray at the next one would give us a new ending, right? The new end time as 2, okay? So we keep going. So 4, right? 4 is not equal to 2 plus 1, right? So this is a new interval. We just add it into our range array, right? And we keep going. So 5 is equal to 4 plus 1, right? So we check the length, the, the last uh, range, right? The length of the last subarray, which is only 1. So we add the new ending time here, right? Which is 5. And we move on, right? 7 is different than 5 plus 1. So it is a new interval, so add 7, okay? And then we just extend on the range, right? Before we return, we need to iterate through the range array and then join, right? Join them by an arrow, right? That's the, okay? And then we can return this. So that is our strategy there. All right, so let's put this up. So we need a range array, right? And then we will send it at the end, right? But remember, we need to, because they are subarray, right? So we need to join them by the arrow to make it become a string like this. Right? So for each range, we need to join them, right? Join by an arrow like this. Okay. And then we need to iterate for the num. Okay, so if I is greater than 0, and then nums of I is equal to nums of I minus 1. So because we want to compare to the previous number here, right? So that's why we want to check for the index. And if it index 0, we cannot compare with the I minus 1. It will give us -1, which is undefined out of bound. Okay. So L, if it is if the number, right, is not, if the current number is not equal to the previous number plus 1, which means it is a new interval, we can just go ahead and push it right into our array. So we want to push it as an array of a separate. Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna look at the last range, right? Last range equal to the range at range length minus 1. So if the last range but length equal to 1, right? Which means it doesn't have an ending interval yet. Right? So we can just go ahead and push the ending interval into our subarray, which is num sub I. Otherwise, we want to change. We want to update, right? We want to update the ending term to be num of I, because number of I is equal to number of, because number of I is equal to the previous number plus 1. So we have a new ending term here. So we just reset the ending term, which is the one at index 1. That strength is our subarray. Subarray has length of 2, right? The first number is the starting interval, and the index 1 will be the ending interval. Right? So update it to be num sub I. All right. Okay, let's see what's wrong here. And the joy. Okay, range the push number I has an array. That's correct. If I returning 0 and then number of I is equal to number of I minus 1. Okay, equal to the previous number plus 1, right? I forgot the plus 1. Okay, accept it. And it worked. Thank you for watching.